Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. So today I'm going to be answering your questions, explaining some fitness stuff and clarifying things that you guys want to know. I put this up on my story this week. I put it up twice and I got a bunch of responses on things that you guys are confused about and want clarification on when it comes to the fitness and nutrition world right now. As I've said before, there's a lot of stuff being thrown around with summer coming around, and it can be confusing. So I'm going to take everything that you guys gave me. I did some research on some things that I wanted to know a little bit more about, and we're going to chat about them. I'm going to help you out and tell you all the things that I know and try to clarify everything that I can for you guys. So I just made my snack. I'm going to finish eating this and then we're going to chat. But as always, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please make sure to like and subscribe if you do to help support me, and I will see you when I'm done eating my snack. All right, let's just get right into it. Yes, I moved my chair over here because now I face the window and the lighting is better. Don't judge me. I do what I have to do, okay? All right. I asked, you guys answered with some questions for me. So let's just jump right into it. I wrote them on a notepad because they are on my phone, and as we know, I record on my phone because cameras are expensive. So if you'd like to support me by sending me a camera, by all means do. And that was a joke. Do not send me a camera. Spend your money on things better than that. Anyway, let's just jump right into it. Spot, take my slippers off. All right. First things first, we're going to tackle the reverse diet because that is the biggest thing right now in the fitness world, and it is super confusing. If you want a quick and spiced up, fast version of what a reverse diet is, I did an IGTV on my Instagram, and it goes through basically just the simplified version of a reverse diet. We're going to talk about reverse diet versus calorie deficit today because I did get asked that a couple times, how you know if you should be in a calorie deficit or a reverse diet, what you should be doing to lose body fat, lose weight. So, a calorie deficit, as we've heard so many times, as we already know, is eating less calories than your maintenance calories, essentially eating less than you burn every single day. This can be 50 calories less, this can be 200 calories less. As long as you are eating less calories than your body needs to maintain your weight, you will lose weight. Cool. Reverse dieting is still a calorie deficit. Yep, it's still a calorie deficit. Reverse dieting is when you are at a low point in your deficit, you are very far past your maintenance calories, and instead of continuing to go lower, you're going to start increasing your calories back up to your maintenance. Why would we do this? You would do a reverse diet if you have been in a calorie deficit for a very long time, you undereat and you don't even know it. Maybe you don't track calories, maybe you weren't trying to be in a calorie deficit and you were, and you found out that you are like super far past, like super low compared to your maintenance. If you are in a calorie deficit and you've stopped seeing progress. So let's say my maintenance calories is 2,400. Let's say I've been eating 1,500 calories for a very long time and I'm stuck. I'm not seeing changes in my body, I'm not losing weight. and I'm just like all over the place. I would do a reverse diet here because my body is telling me I need more to help you function better. I cannot go any further with this deficit. I am starting to hold on to that excess weight in order to properly function and run for you. So I'm at 1,500 calories. My maintenance is 2,400. That's a big gap, but I'm going to slowly start to increase my calories every week by around 50 to 100 to 150, somewhere around there, depending on how my body responds. Every week I'm going to increase slowly until I get back up to that maintenance or somewhere around there. The reason some people lose weight while doing this is because they've been in that calorie deficit for so long and they haven't made progress because their body is holding on to that fat and excess weight because it needs it to function, because you're not fueling it enough for it to get that energy that it needs for your everyday life. So, should you do a calorie deficit or reverse diet? This is for you to kind of analyze on your own. There are tons of people out there, myself included, whose job it is to tell you what to do and to guide you through it. So if you are in need of a little bit extra help, definitely reach out to me and we can get you on a plan. But you find your maintenance calories, you find where you're eating right now. Is it really low? Have you not made any progress? Are you stuck? Maybe we should reverse diet. Maybe we should eat a little bit more to help our body get that energy that it needs and get back to where it wants to be with your metabolism, because essentially your metabolism is just so shot at that low of calories that it needs to be able to grow and be able to be trained back to where it initially is at your maintenance. Speaking of metabolism, I'm just going to throw this in there because I forgot to mention it. That's another reason why people see weight loss with reverse dieting, because your metabolism starts to speed back up as you eat more, which is going to allow you to eat more and not gain weight. So there's that. Next is cutting out food groups. I got a couple on these. I got a couple people saying, I eat all food groups, but I'm still not losing weight. Should I cut some out? Or I eat a lot of fruits and vegetables, but I'm still eating bread. Do I need to cut bread out? Or I don't get enough protein in, or blah, blah, blah. Here's the thing. You need all food groups. Every single food group does something for you. It has a function in your body. I know it's very trendy to cut out carbs, but carbs are your main source of energy for your body. Carbs literally are fuel. Like, carbs are fuel for your body. You need them. You do not need to cut them out. You do not need to cut out any food group. Zero. Obviously, some people are going to eat more of a certain food group than others. If you're a very active person, you're going to need more carbs than somebody that's not very active, because like I said, it's energy. If you're not expending a lot of energy, you don't need to take in that much energy in like kind of a simplified form, if that makes sense. So it's customizable to you. It changes for everybody, but everybody needs every food group for your body to be able to function at its best capacity. The reason that you may not be seeing weight loss while you're eating all food groups is you may not be eating enough, you may be eating too much. It's very personalized, it's very personal to you and what's going on with you and your body and your lifestyle. But in general, no, please do not cut out carbs, please do not cut out any food group. You need them. If you are looking to lose body fat and lose weight, focus on getting a protein source in every meal. Protein's going to keep you fuller for longer. It's going to help with muscle growth and muscle recovery and all that fun stuff. So I want to make sure that we're getting that in every meal. But if you focus more on getting enough protein throughout the day, you're going to see that hunger throughout the day kind of goes away slowly. It's not there as often when you feel more satiated after your meals. Next thing is, should I track macros or should I intuitive eat? All right, let's talk about them. Tracking macros can be split into two or combined. You can track your macros, which is carbs, fats, proteins. You can track your calories, which is just the number of calories you eat in a day, or you can look at both. Intuitive eating is when you listen to your body. You trust your body and you let your body do the work for you. You do not look at calories, you don't track your macros, you eat when you're hungry, you stop when you're full, you eat what you're craving. I recommend both of these for all people. It depends on who you are and what your mindset is around food. If you struggle with your relationship with food and tracking calories is something that might consume you, might take over your mental health, I would recommend staying away from that. Tracking calories can trigger stuff like that. It was very triggering for me for a while. I'm back to it again because I took a long time off and fixed my relationship with food. But if you struggle with your relationship with food and you're just not interested in knowing your calories, I would suggest intuitive eating. However, if you do have a good relationship with food and you have very specific goals and you're not very familiar with calories and macros and proper eating, then I would suggest tracking your macros and calories, because you're going to learn a lot about food, you're going to learn a lot about nutrition and your body and how you eat and how much you eat, and that's going to help you reach your goals faster because you're going to be knowledgeable of how much you're eating and you're going to be in control of that. Whereas with intuitive eating, it fluctuates day to day. I track calories, but I still intuitively eat. I eat when I'm hungry, stop when I'm full, eat what I crave. I just track it to make sure that I'm around the same every single day. But for a lot of people, they just don't track it all, and it's hit or miss. Some days you eat a lot more, some days you eat a lot less. But that's really good for people that just simply don't have the time to worry about calories, because it can be tough for some people with mental health, and you go for it. I love intuitive eating. I stand by it 100%, but tracking calories is going to help you really be in control of your goals, of your nutrition. And if you are not super familiar with stuff like that, if you've never done that before, it's really going to help you learn, and then eventually you won't need to track every single macro, every single calorie, because you'll just kind of know in the back of your head, oh, I'm eating this, it's about this many calories. That makes sense. Like I said, it's really up to you to decide, but if you do need guidance, let me know. I'm here for you. The next one can kind of go along with some of the stuff we talked about already, but people are telling me, or people were asking me, do I need to eat more? Do I need to eat less? People are telling me I should eat more to build muscle, and that muscle is going to make me lean. People are telling me I should eat less and be in a calorie deficit in order to lose weight. Okay, I know it can be confusing, but this is all about your goals. If you strictly want to lose weight, lose body fat, you'll probably want to be in a calorie deficit, which means you're going to be eating a little bit less. However, in terms of reverse diet, which we already talked about, but just throwing this in there, you may be eating more because your calorie deficit was too low. So, in plain, simplified, blank terms, if you want to lose weight, you probably want to eat a little bit less and be in that calorie deficit. If you're looking to build muscle and get lean and toned, which is just, it's just a term that needs to stop being thrown around anyway. If you want to build muscle and get that lean look, you probably going to want to eat a little bit more, stay around your maintenance calories so that you can build up that muscle. The reason people tell you that you should try to build muscle instead of lose weight is because the more muscle you have on your body, the more calories you burn throughout the day, which then essentially increases your maintenance calories, so you can be eating more without gaining weight, because your metabolism speeds up and your muscles burn more calories throughout the day, just like resting when you have more muscle on your body. So whether to eat more or eat less essentially depends on your goals. As I said before, I know it's repetitive, but it's so customizable, it's so personal to you. Plain and simple, if you want to lose weight, eat less, not super less, little less. And if you want to put on muscle, you want to eat around your maintenance calories, you want to eat a little bit more so that your body has more energy, more fuel to help put on that muscle. Okay? Okay. Last thing that I kind of grouped together was I'm doing cardio and I'm lifting I'm not seeing results. Do I need to do one? Do I need to do the other? Should I do both? What do I do with my fitness to lose weight? All right, let's chat. First of all, cardio, not necessary. Helpful sometimes, but not necessary. Why you would do cardio in a calorie deficit is just to burn more calories throughout the day. Like I said, a calorie deficit is eating less than you burn. If you burn more throughout the day, you can eat a little bit more, as long as you're underneath that expended calorie, whatever. Doing cardio just helps speed up the process. You're gonna burn more calories throughout the day and, lose that body fat a little bit faster. Cool. Lifting weights is where it's at. I'm a little bit biased because I love to lift weights, but lifting weights 4 to 5, 4 to 6 times, 3 to 4 times a week, whatever works best for you, is the game changer. Go pick up some weights, figure out a routine, and get to it. Because lifting weights is not going to burn as many calories in one period, like a chunk of time, as it would if you did cardio for that chunk of time, but your body is going to keep burning calories from lifting weights throughout the day, whereas as soon as you're done with cardio, cut off. Those calories are done being burned. But here, you're building that muscle that's going to increase your resting metabolic rate, your daily calorie expenditure, and it's going to keep going and going and going. So, both are good. Obviously, I preach to do what you love. If you love to do cardio, do cardio. If you don't like to lift weights, find something else that you love to do. But do you need both? Do you need one or the other? I would not recommend just doing cardio for weight loss because you're going to get burned out and it's just not fun. I mean, to me, it's not fun. Lift weights. You don't have to do cardio like in a cut to lose weight, but if you want to, do it after. So go lift weights and then do a cardio session after you lift weights, because when you are lifting weights, your body's first energy source that it goes to is those muscles, so it's going to be working your muscles more, taking from your muscles, and then your second source of energy that it's going to take from is fat. So when we do cardio, after we've already used our energy source from our muscles, we're using our energy source from our fat and burning that fat essentially, if that makes sense, in a very simplified form. I just want this to make sense to you guys. There are so many research articles out there that have all these big words in it, and if you don't really have like a science background, it's kind of confusing. So I'm just trying to simplify it as much as I can for you guys. So, cardio and lifting. You can do them together, you can do them separately. But if you are looking to lose weight well and sustainably, I would say lift weights, and then if you want to, you can add a couple cardio sessions in every week after your lift. But prioritize lifting those weights. If you are already doing both of those and you're not seeing results, look at your progress in the gym with lifting weights. Are you applying progressive overload? Progressive overload is increasing the weight that you lift or the sets and reps every single week so that you are continuously challenging your body. If you are doing the same exercises, the same sets, reps, weights every single week, your body's just gonna get used to it, it's gonna get good at it, and then you're not challenging it, you're not building those muscles. So make sure you're applying progressive overload, make sure that you're increasing weight every week, or sets or reps to really challenge yourself. You should really, really be challenging yourself when you're lifting. It should not feel easy all the time. Like, I know it sucks. You're like, oh my God, I just don't want to lose weight. I just don't want to. But you have to. You have to. I have this internal fight with myself every time in the gym. I'm like, oh my God, I don't want to up this weight because I know it's going to be hard and I'm tired. But I do. I'm like, Grace, you have to. You want those gains, you want to build those muscles, you have to add that weight. And we do, and we grow, and it gets easier. But then when it gets easier, you have to up it so it gets harder. You know what I'm saying? I know, but it's fun. You see how much you can lift, you get stronger, and that is awesome. So, that is that. All right, you guys, I just talked so much at you, but as always, if you're still struggling, if you still have questions, if you need a little bit of help, please reach out to me. I do online training and coaching, and I would love to bring you on. We have a great time over at Grace P Fit Training. We do really great things, so if you need help, please reach out. But I really hope that something in this video helped you out, you learned something was clarified for you, and you're feeling better about your fitness and health journey. So thank you guys so much for watching today's video. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you haven't already. It really helps to support me, and I'll see you guys next week.